Okay everybody, so as you can see, started clearing out the garden. Only a few stuff left in there. Some aloe, pineapple, some cocoa, ginger and turmeric, some potato, and then this orange that I'm struggling with. And then we have this gungo peas. So I'm trying to do something different with the garden. Please tell me what you think. What things you think we should do, what things you think we should plant. How do you think we should do this? For today's video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test the soil, because I kind of cleared it out, as you can see, but I left the remains, the stuff back, so that it could, you know, become organic fertilizer for the soil as I continue to prep the soil. So going in, so you can see here this tree life and this I forgot what they call this, but yeah, that vegetable. All right, so I'm gonna test the soil. I'm gonna test the soil to see how acid or how basic the soil is. One of the issues I have with the garden are these little critters. So if you have a solution, like a natural organic way to stop them, let me know, please. So it's these little snails all over the place. All right, so to test the garden, this is what I'm gonna do. I have this cup. I'm gonna fill it with a soil sample, so you can see here. And then I have another one that I'm gonna fill with another sample of soil, so you can see both samples. And then I have here, this is baking soda, water and baking soda. And then I have here, this is vinegar and baking soda. Let me focus in so you can see properly. Let me find a nice little spot for these. Okay, so here we go. So now I have these two samples, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the vinegar in one, so you can see there, and then I'm going to pour the baking soda in the other. And what I'm looking for is to see if I get a reaction, little fizzing and bubbling from any of them. So if you look at the vinegar one, you could definitely see that it's reacting. So vinegar is acid. You see all that fizzing and bubbling? Yeah, definitely a chemical reaction. Vinegar is an acid, and it usually reacts with a base, which is the opposite, or something that's alkaline. So if I get a lot of reaction with the vinegar, it means that the soil is alkaline. And right now I'm getting a whole lot of reaction with the vinegar, as you can see. Now let me look at the baking soda. So this is a baking soda one. There's some reaction. Now the baking soda is the alkaline one. So if I mix the baking soda and the vinegar, you will get a reaction, because acid mixed with base, you get that reaction. So I'm looking to see if the soil is more acid or if it's more base. And right now it's difficult to tell, because I have a lot of reaction with the acid, but I'm also getting some reaction with the baking soda, which means that the soil could be acidic also. I have lots more reaction over here though, and this is the acid one. So it looks like the soil is a bit alkaline or basic. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do some more testing. I'll post this next week, but this is one way that you can test your soil. So just grab a sample of the soil, pour some vinegar in there. If it starts to bubble up, it means that it's very basic or it's alkaline, and you might want to add some stuff to make it more balanced. And I'll tell you some of those things. I'll add some of those suggestions in the video. And if it starts to fizz with the baking soda, it means that the soil is acidic, and you gotta add something that's alkaline or basic. All right, peace out. Thank you all. I'll keep updating you as far as the garden is concerned. Okay, everybody, so I brought it inside to set it up so you can see properly. Now this is the vinegar one, and as you can see in the vinegar one, there's lots and lots of reaction. Like there's lots of fizzing, lots of reaction happening. This one is empty, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with that in a second. And this is the one that I added the baking soda to. So not as much reaction, but if you look at the vinegar one, you could definitely tell that there is a lot of reaction. So now this is baking soda. So I'm going to add some baking soda to this cup. And then I'm going to add some vinegar. So this is apple cider vinegar. And the baking soda is basic or alkaline, which means that it is, on the pH scale, it is above 7, which means that it has a lot of a certain type of chemical, which is the OH chemical. And the acid is below 7, and it has a lot of extra hydrogens. In any event, so one is basic and one is acidic. So when you combine an acid and a base, usually what happens is that you get a chemical reaction that produces water and maybe some other things. So this is the baking soda here, and I'm going to add the vinegar. And there's that reaction, which is similar to this one. So what that tells me is that when I added the vinegar to this soil, and I got that reaction, that the soil had lots of basic stuff in there. The soil had lots of properties that were similar to the baking soda. This one, when I added the baking soda to it, I didn't get that much reaction, which tells me that even though there's some acidic parts to it, a lot of the soil is more basic. It's similar to the baking soda. That's why I didn't get the reaction like this. That reaction was over here, which means that in the soil, there was something similar to baking soda, which means the soil is basic or alkaline. It's the opposite of the vinegar. Alright, hopefully you got something from this. You could go outside, test out your own gardening soil. Whether you have potting soil or just regular soil, you can test them out. Let me know, and please remember to give me ideas for the garden. I'm thinking about planting okra, but I have to make sure the soil is right. So tell me what soil pH is good for growing okra and other things, and I'll tell you what's happening with the garden. Alright, thank y'all. Peace out. Thank you for watching. Check us out next Monday when we'll have another video, and please remember to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. Peace out.